Happy ASMR here. This is kind of my first video. I don't know too much to say. I'm just gonna start this off by saying this is the first time I've ever been trying ASMR. This is a super lazy edition, though. I work the night shift at a hotel, and on these kind of nights, you just kind of stay up thinking about like stuff you want to do or stuff that you never done. So a lot of these nights, I tend to push back on stuff that I want to do. And this is always one of those things where it's like you just need to start your channel. Like there's no perfect time in life to like start it. Like a lot of the bigger YouTubers kind of just get started when they get started, and they just do it. They just go for it. And so that's like my main thing today is this is a new YouTube channel, brand new. I've been holding off trying my own ASMR for 6-7 years now, and I really want to give it a go. Like I said, sorry for the really bad quality on this first episode, or this first video. Calling it episode just seems so dumb to me. But I don't have a mic yet, and I have like a half-assed computer. I'm doing this on my iPhone literally at work right now, so there's nothing too special going on here. I want to give you guys some of the ASMR artists I really enjoy, and I want to give you guys some of the things you guys will probably be seeing on my channel throughout the later time, in the later course. I love Gibby ASMR, JoJo's ASMR, Maddie Tingles was a big one for me. Fred's Voice was another huge one for me. I think the first ASMR artist that I really watched was the ASMR Ryan, and that was back when I was like 17 or so, and I'm 22 now, almost 23. So I've been watching him for a hot minute. Those are kind of the guys and girls that I look up to in this space. ASMR is kind of frowned upon from a lot of people around me, friends, family, etc. But I think it's some of the coolest stuff that you can find on the internet, whether it's for sleeping or helping with your anxiety or depression. I really enjoy a lot that ASMR has to offer, and like I said, I figured it's my time to kind of shine, and it's my time to really give this thing a go. I'm also going to give you guys some more some random tingles throughout this. I have this box in front of me with a bunch of random stuff. So there's that for you. So for the things that you can look forward to with this channel, I'm currently in Ohio, but I moved to Florida here in about 4 months' time. I have a lot of big trips before then that I would love to film and give out to you guys. I have a lot of day-by-day stuff that I'd love to talk to you guys too. A lot of my hobbies include, music, watching movies, collecting sneakers, collecting vintage gear, collecting vintage art, gaming. I've been a lot more into gaming lately, and you can expect all those on this channel coming up. Like I said, ASMR is one of the only things I feel like you can be successful in YouTube, where you can just be yourself and talk about the hobbies that you want to talk about. I sat here countless nights at this job thinking about the things that I would want to do for this channel, and it's some of the most random stuff you could think of. I feel like another thing that has to do with ASMR is just learning to be comfortable with yourself, learning to be comfortable with the fact that you're rambling a lot. I'm quite the yapper, so I feel like I can yap for a good amount of time. My problem is I just feel so awkward about it, and I get lost in my thoughts a little bit too much. So like I said, it's hard to kind of stick with me now, but trust me when I get some like topics that I can touch in on a little bit more, I'll be a lot better with it then. Say that. But yeah, like I said, this channel doesn't really have a goal in mind or like an avenue to go down. it's better just to start early. It's better to start just to start instead of like, just waiting for all those dominoes to fall, because then you'll never get anything done, you know what I mean? Like for me, not starting this, it was like, okay, hold on, I'm gonna get my sleep together, I'm gonna get working, I'm gonna get back working hard, so I have like a hard job to work, so I can feel, progress through my day. I'm gonna get back on a good diet, good lifting, I'm gonna be back running. energy that goes into it. I love in fantasy football. This year I felt a little bit more burnt out about fantasy football than I usually do. But we still made a good race at the end, and I think I ended up getting 4th or 5th. I think I got 5th in this league this year, which is always where I'm at. I'm always like in the middle of the road. But you know, these type of stories are like for another day. I'm just trying to give you a heads up of what I'm into, and what I love to talk about. So I think I'm gonna end the video here. The first ASMR video of many. I hope. I have to keep myself accountable for all these things. And this YouTube